boom. Look at my clothes right there. It's nice. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the MOFO Show. I am Chaz. This is my heterosexual life mate, Ben. And we are here celebrating the birthday of Robin Williams. Robin Williams, R.I.P. Also R.I.P. the lead singer from Linkin Park yesterday. He died too.
Yeah. He died, like a year ago?
Mm-hmm. But Robin Williams, man.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, exactly. I think, who the hell was I listening to? I think they were talking, Joe Rogan was talking about it. He was talking about Liz Doubtfire, how like they were like, oh, when is a transgender woman, like a man playing a woman, made it a good comedy? And a guy looked, I think Joe Rogan was like, Miss Doubtfire. Miss Doubtfire was like the greatest movie of all time. It's like, it really is though. It's such a good movie. But I think Joe hates what's the other one? When he's a doctor. What's the one when he's a doctor?
Robin Williams is a doctor?
Yeah, he's a doctor, psychiatrist in the movie. He went to a mental institution because he tried to kill himself, and then he becomes a doctor. Man, I cannot remember the name of that movie. But anyway, Robin Williams did a lot of good movies. He was an incredible actor. Nobody's ever going to be like him. There's actually a guy on YouTube that actually looks like him. It's freaking weird. Yeah. You've seen him, right?
Yeah.
He does like his...
Yeah.
His
name is escaping me for some reason.
Yeah, he does the Obi-Wan stuff too. He just did an Obi-Wan movie thing. It looks pretty good too. But anyway, R.I.P. Robin Williams. What's your favorite Robin Williams movie of all time? And you can't say Jumanji.
Nah, I wouldn't have. I love Jumanji, but it's not my favorite. He was so good in Good Will Hunting. He was so. I mean, he was good in everything, but I think Good Will Hunting.
Patch Adams. Sorry, Patch Adams. I just paused my brain. Sorry.
Patch Adams. Dead Poet Society. I mean, him as Genie in Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to pick. I think, I think my favorite of it, it's between Dead Poet Society and Good Will Hunting. As I guess his favorite characters of mine that I can think of right now.
Ms. Doubtfire is definitely my favorite.
Missing something.
Hook. Hook was good too.
I couldn't get into Ms. Doubtfire.
Hook?
Hook, I don't remember. I saw it such a long time ago.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. If you haven't watched it recently, definitely gotta watch that. That's a classic right there in itself. What else? Not iRobot. What was it called again? When he was the machine?
Bicentennial Man.
Bicentennial Man. I love that, dude. I used to binge watch that movie all the time as a kid. That was a good movie. I don't know. I liked it. Other people might not like it. What else? What else did he do?
Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam. That was a good movie. Actually, speaking of Vietnam stuff, Joe Rogan had some guy on the podcast.
Oliver Stone.
Yeah, bro, I want to watch Platoon so bad right now.
Like, I love that movie.
And I gotta watch Platoon, and I also want to watch Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
I think I gotta binge. Platoon? I seen Platoon a long time ago, like randomly. I think my dad.
It's so good.
Not my dad. No, my grandfather stopped me from watching it.
Yeah, I mean it's an aggressive movie.
Yeah, it was.
It's an
Hamburger Hill was an aggressive movie. You seen that one?
Hamburger Hill, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hamburger Hill is crazy.
Out of all the you're into war movies. I know you're super into war movies.
Yeah.
So, out of all the Vietnam movies, which one is the best depiction of Vietnam?
Oh, well, I wouldn't know that, but
what's your top three? Yeah, top three.
Vietnam. I mean, Full Metal Jacket and Platoon are definitely there. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess Hamburger Hill. I mean, that was just brutal. I'm trying to think of another Vietnam movie that I would put over Hamburger Hill, but I don't know that I would. And it's weird because Full Metal Jacket was like a Vietnam movie in like the second half of the movie. But I feel like the reason everybody loves Full Metal Jacket is for the first half of the movie in the boot camp.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put as a Vietnam movie because I feel like the whole Vietnam part of it is that I feel like everybody just talks about the first half of Full Metal Jacket, and then the second half is like it's good, but it's not. The first half is what everybody thinks about when you talk about Full Metal Jacket.
Do you believe that I mean this is my belief. I believe that Vietnam was the worst war for our vets. I think that I think honestly they've had the worst time. Still to this day, they're still fighting for certain things. These guys are like really in the streets and stuff. They got hate coming home. They got hate over there. They got that ass whooped. We lost that war. We lost that war, right? We did not win that war, right? That was they will never admit that we completely lost, but we got our asses kicked. Then it seems like every movie that has depicted Forrest Gump is a Vietnam movie too. People forget about that.
That's the only one other thing I could think of was Forrest Gump.
Rambo.
Rambo.
Even you know what? I loved John Rambo. That was the one the one before the last one. Yeah, that was the one that shows how Vietnam was after the war and how like all this stuff was happening. That one was good. I like the Five Bloods. Did you watch that on Netflix?
I just saw that here.
You need to watch that, dude. You need to. I just watched it the other day. I forgot to put a review up for that. Man, it was a long movie, but it's so good. It was so
Is it
good.
Newer?
New, yeah. Spike Lee just filmed it. It came out this year on Netflix.
Okay.
It was supposed to come out. I think it was supposed to come out in the movie theaters.
Hamburger Hill came out in 87.
Hamburger Hill. Ugh.
Platoon was 86.
86. Isn't it crazy we watched all those 80s movies? 80s movies are just...
Full Metal Jacket was right there too already.
Was it 78?
Full Metal Jacket 87.
87, really? So it was just all... So all these guys came from Vietnam was just making movies, like Oliver Stone.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many stories that came out of that, so I can imagine...
What made you sick to your stomach? Which one made you the sickest to your stomach? Like, what made you like, oh...
I actually, the worst... The only thing that and they all kind of get to you. I feel like Hamburger Hill gets to me the most because it's just the amount of just death in that movie.
Yeah.
But I remember reading a book in high school about it. Damn, what was it called?
Tropic Thunder is also
Tropic Thunder.
It's a Vietnam movie.
Technically. What was it called? I think was it called like Fallen Angels or something like that. Fallen Angels. That sounds familiar. I don't know, but it was a book about this guy's experience in the Vietnam War and whatnot. And they were talking about how they would use like babies as like target practice, like throw a baby up in the air.
What?
And shoot. Like, yeah, it was just brutal stuff.
What movie is it? I mean, what part?
It was a book. I think it was Fallen Angels, but I'm not sure.
Fallen Angels. I
actually pull it up here. Let me see if it's a.
Yeah, send me that on Hangouts.
Yeah, it is a. Yeah.
Or did they make a movie about it at all? I guess.
I don't think they made a movie.
What about? Is there any good documentaries about Vietnam? There's like a really good one that had like everything in it, because I feel like some of them miss. Because that's what I listen. Like, it's so weird. Going back to what I was talking about podcast wise, I listen to a lot of like crazy anything that says Vietnam in it. I always listen because I find it so interesting. Because all these guys,
it just has the craziest stories.
And it's not like they're fake, because some guys have the same stories as other guys.
People will tell you the same thing. Yeah, like
the friendly fire is like number one thing.
One of the things I read in the book was like it was also like they were putting like bombs in babies and stuff like that. It was just horrible stuff. And it was both sides, It was the Vietnam, it was the Americans. It was just.
Why were they calling them baby killers? The U.S. Why were they calling?
They were killing babies. It was just that war got to such a dark spot. Guys were just doing things. They're killing women and children, babies. There was that war. There was no prisoners because they didn't trust the people in the villages, because they would find Viet Cong hiding in villages, and so it was like you couldn't trust anybody because you didn't. That was like the first war where we weren't really going against another country's military. It was just guys.
So what got us?
You couldn't tell who was. It's like what our problem with like in the Middle East. You can't tell who's a soldier, who's just a civilian because they're just dressed as civilians.
Which I think Afghanistan war is going to get up there soon. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the problem. That's why you can't fight these wars, is because you're fighting people. You're not fighting guys in uniform. You end up killing people who shouldn't be killed.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like, what was that movie with not Pat Tillman? What's the other guy, the sniper? What was his name? That movie really opened my eyes to that, and the bomb movie too, as well, with Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
What the heck is it called?
That was Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker. So Hurt Locker and I think it was American Sniper. Yeah, American Sniper. Both opened my eyes
American
to
Sniper was crazy.
What you just said. You said like nobody could really tell what's what really is going on, and you're like
kids with RPGs and
he's sitting there tense. Don't do it, kid. Don't do it. Don't pick up the RPG. It's just like, man, war is crazy, man. I feel like though, like Vietnam was just scary as hell. I mean, like just you see the fear in these guys' eyes, and like I know like John Rambo was a crazy kind of movies, right? Like they went over the top a little bit, but that John Rambo movie, just the way he played that character, and like you could see the fear and the guy was just struggling with stuff, and so it's like, okay, is all these guys like that? And you look into it, they're all like this. They're all about, nothing really scares them as here. It's just the thought of everything that happened to them. It scares the shit out of them.
Yep.
And then I feel like they get the worst hand dealt to them all the time. It's like, oh, Vietnam, whatever. You guys lost. You suck. Like what? No, you should be like, Vietnam was the worst war. These guys should be up there with World War II and all this other stuff. But I
think just the PTSD alone, just like from that war. I mean, all those wars back in the day. I mean, every war obviously has horrible ramifications in terms of PTSD and the just mental beating that these guys take out there is horrible. It's horrible.
How long did it take them to realize they were getting their ass whooped?
In Vietnam? I don't know.
I feel like
I got to do a little more. I feel like we don't learn as much about Vietnam because it's such a horrible. One, we didn't win, and two, it's so hard to talk about it because it was such a brutal war, so many just dark places to go with it that you don't learn about it like we learned about World War I, World War II, all those other the Revolution, where you can paint it with that pretty picture.
Can you make a Vietnam movie now? Do you think that the ones in the 80s just blew it out the water and there's no way to make a good one now?
I think you could. I think it's just hard to go back to, especially with all the awareness around PTSD and stuff now. Because you really don't see too many about it now. I feel like people have gotten more back to like World War II and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they can. It just might not be in vogue right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
like World War II is pretty hot right now. Everybody's making movies. Did you see the new one Tom Hanks just did?
Which one is that one?
Oh shit! What's it called? It's pretty good. He's like the captain of these battleships.
Tom Hanks loves his war movies, man.
He's so good. Oh, I just listened to an interview with him. You listen to Hardcore History?
No. Put me on it.
Definitely should.
Podcast?
Hardcore History and Hardcore History Addendum. He interviewed this guy Dan Carlin, who's like a crazy history buff. He makes these shows. I recommend it highly to anybody who has any interest in history, because and he does these 4.5 5 hour podcasts, and we'll just go just talk about whatever topic it is in history.
So let me get this straight. So it's Tom Hanks is the
No.
interviewer?
So the guy who does the podcast, his name is Dan Carlin.
Okay.
But he interviewed Tom Hanks about this movie that he just
Okay.
did.
And how'd it go? That was a good podcast.
It was really, it's just weird because he was talking to Tom Hanks and they were talking about the movie a little bit, but it was really kind of just talking to Tom Hanks is a big history buff. So they were just talking about, history in general. So it was cool to because I'm a monster Tom Hanks fan. But
Are you talking about Forrest Gump too? Is there going to be a Forrest Gump too?
No, they were just talking about they were literally just talking about history. It's called Greyhound. So Greyhound was the name of the ship that he was the captain of.
Okay.
And basically, it takes place in World War II, where they're trying to, him and two other battleships are escorting these cruise liners stocked with supplies from the U.S. to England with supplies for, the Allies in World War II, and it's just about protecting those cruise ships from German U-boat submarines. And it's quick too. It's like an hour, of actual movie time. It's like an hour 20 minutes. It's super quick, but it's intense the whole time. It's so good, and they use real, naval lingo and all that kind of stuff. It's so cool. It's real intense, and I would recommend it. It's a fun. It's not it's not like one of his all time great movies, but it's just it's Tom Hanks. He delivers.
I just got Hacksaw Ridge on
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Did you watch it?
No, I just got it. It came from Amazon. I was on back order
Hacksaw Ridge is so good.
Yeah, it was on sale for $4.99 on Blu-ray and with the digital code and all that shit. So I was like, all right, I'll pick it up. And it was back ordered, and I just got it in today on Amazon.
Oh
so
man, it's so
I'm
good,
oh
dude.
shit, okay. So maybe I'll get into that.
To watch that.
Watch that. We'll talk about that too.
Watch that as soon as possible. It's so
yeah.
good.
So Hacksaw Ridge is about with Mel Gibson.
Hacksaw Ridge is my second favorite war movie of all time.
You just got me super hyped. Okay, cool.
right behind Saving Private Ryan.
Wow. Okay. So I will be watching that.
Good.
Saving Private Ryan is the best of all time. It is the greatest. That is a good movie.
I love that movie.
How long is the director's cut for Saving Private Ryan? It's longer, right? It's
I don't know if there is. Is there a director's cut?
I thought there was.
I'd have to look that up.
What's the one that you said was one shot? The whole movie? There's a war movie which you said was all shot one shot. You told me to watch it. It's not Dunkirk, right?
No, Dunkirk's
the guy stuck on the island, right? That's Dunkirk, right?
No, Dunkirk is the one where there's the British army is stuck on an island, and the Germans are about to just air raid it. And
remember, you said there was two guys that had to get to the other side because it saved his. I mean, it sounds like
that's 1917.
1917. I gotta watch that.
Oh man, I gotta watch
it.
Damn, wait, I forgot about 1917. 1917 is right there with Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay, so I gotta watch that too.
1917 is so good. I mean, if for somebody who notices that kind of stuff, tracking shots and that kind of shit, it's just I couldn't take my eyes off it because I was like,
I don't want to miss
how the hell are they doing this?
That's
I don't understand how they're doing this.
Yeah,
I mean, the editing is clean. I don't know how. I don't get it. I don't get how you can do that technique with all the stuff. The distance they cover.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a set, so it's not. But it's man, it is unbelievable.
Are you like me? Do you go watch the making of a movie after you're really interested in it? Like you watch all the.
I wish I did that's a movie I would love to get a Blu-ray for.
Yeah.
But I'm just not gonna. I know I'll buy it and then I'll never watch it. So that's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
But I would watch it if they put it on that's why I wish Netflix would put that kind of stuff on when they get a movie or something or Hulu or whatever. Get that's one thing I like about the Disney Plus is every movie has a making of or behind the scenes.
They have all this stuff. Voodoo has that. That's why I have the digital copy. Yeah.
Voodoo has.
Yeah. So that's why I buy the Blu-ray still because I get the digital code so that I have that movie. So the disc is just there just in case internet goes out. I got the disc, But
that's one thing I was actually thinking about. That I was I wish I could collect Blu-rays but it's like, do I really just want it to sit there and never? But I guess you do get the digital copy too. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get the digital copy, so it's like, but I'm gonna stop it eventually because all these services just giving you so much good stuff. It's just like whatever.
It's crazy,
HBO
man.
Max,
It's crazy.
they're trying to get me right now because I had DC Universe. They're like, for $4.99 more, you can have both. So I'm guessing DC Universe is gonna get destroyed. It's gonna go away.
It's 100% going to. HBO Max is going to absorb that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what do you
they're
think
adding
about
a
HBO Max
lot of
so far?
stuff.
Have you used it
It's pretty
yet?
good. You know, I would like. Yeah, I would like them to. I use it mostly. Well, we use it for Friends and Big Bang Theory. But they are adding some more stuff. They have a lot of anime stuff.
Yeah.
They're adding
losing
to
a lot
the
of stuff,
anime
though, right?
library.
It's like the DC Universe. Apparently, the DC movies are not really on there. They went away. That's what people are saying.
I mean, you know, I'm sure it's kind of like when Disney came out with all their stuff. They put some stuff on and they lost some of it right like a month in because.
What did we lose on Disney Plus? Because it seems like there's too much stuff on there now.
They brought a lot of it back because you know they were just waiting for contracts to run out. So I'm sure that's just the same thing with HBO. They're just waiting for contracts to run out.
Yeah.
Because Disney Plus just got Infinity War.
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. Everything on Netflix keeps going over.
Yeah, so everything's switching back now. So. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Everything's gonna.
You know what, man? Netflix. Everybody's worried about Netflix dying. I don't think so, man. They have a lot of good original content, man.
Yeah,
a lot of good. Like I just started watching Umbrella Academy because I never watched it. I just realized that.
I started it and then I stopped. I liked it. I just never went back to it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
It's pretty interesting. I think I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes.
I'm up to episode 2 right now.
Okay.
Guys, I read the comic, but I haven't read it in a long time, so I was just like, all right, you know what? Let me just breeze right through it. And
seemed pretty good.
It's good so far.
Get back into it.
It's like Reject
the chimpanzee Butler.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That thing is amazing.
And then who else we got? We got that new with Charlize Theron. That new movie is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be like superhuman people going out on the last mission or something. Superhuman assassins.
I feel like I saw this.
It's some crazy movie. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Charlize Theron's always great. So
Unsolved Mysteries just got on there, so I got to watch that too.
Yeah, that I heard was good. That's good. That seems like it's the new.
I'm surprised you can't watch that yet.
Well, yeah, we need to get to that. We had been watching. You probably might have heard of this show called Outcry.
What's that?
It's on Showtime. It's a docu series, 5 episodes. And it's about this guy, Greg Kelly. He was going to high school. He's like a crazy good high school football player in Texas. He was going to D1 school.
Yeah.
Projected to go to the NFL, blah, 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 all that crazy stuff. And then out of nowhere, gets accused of sexually assaulting a 4-year-old boy.
What?
And then another 4-year-old boy comes out against him and says but then the court case is like a complete sham. Like they didn't do any investigation. They basically just said, okay, this guy did it. And then they just sentenced him to jail. And there was like this charge called like super aggravated sexual assault, something, I forget what it was, something like that they charged him with, where the minimum sentence is 25 years without parole.
What?
And the maximum sentence is 99 years without parole. And so the judge kind of said, I'll give you the minimum if you waive your right to an appeal, which he did because, you know, his mother and his brothers were like, listen, you know, there's no if you can't get if you get like, you know, 50 years, then you're not out till you're 69 years old, 69 years old. Yeah, 69 years old. So anyway, it's just a crazy this
is a true story.
Yeah, this happened in Texas, and then you know, this group of supporters comes out of the woodwork, is like, you know, this guy got a raw deal, and they didn't even do any investigations into anybody else. Like they never considered any other suspects or anything, and it's great. We watched the first 3 episodes, and we can't we can't decide if he did it or not, and it's like it's intense.
All right, so it's showtime. You got me
highly
hooked.
recommend that. Yeah.
Can you text me on Hangouts, please? Thanks, appreciate it. I need to know. I need to know now.
It's crazy, dude. It is crazy.
So what about what was I gonna say? What about what the heck was I gonna say to you? What else to watch? There was something else. Well, I'm thinking about that. Oh, did you hear that Russia is coming out with their version of Alien?
Yeah, so I didn't get to watch the trailer, but I saw that.
I was like, that looks pretty interesting. It's like they said it's like a cross between Stranger Things and Alien. So I mean, I guess
it's funny because when you sent it to me, I thought it looked like Stranger Things.
it was like, yeah, definitely Stranger Things.
At first, I thought it was just like the new Stranger Things trailer for, wherever the Hell Hopper is in that Russia.
I mean, you know what? I'm kind of like weirded out that like we haven't really got anything like Alien. You know, Alien was such a perfect movie. That first one, that's a scary, perfect movie. You know, I'm surprised we haven't got an updated version of that. You know, somebody tried.
Alien, the first Alien reminds me of the first Terminator.
Yes,
but better.
Yes,
the first Terminator does not hold up.
Nope.
Not even in the slightest bit.
Nope.
And then the second Terminator and Aliens also remind me of each other because they're just straight up action.
Yep, straight up action. It's like the greatest movies of all time. Both of them.
Terminator 2, man. That to me is what everybody says Die Hard is. That is the action movie.
Oh yeah, there's nothing
that is it. That is a perfect action movie. Perfect.
Like,
don't come at me with Die Hard. So.
Nope. It makes no sense to me how they can't have a good franchise with that. Terminator. Jesus Christ, man.
So upsetting.
But
I don't understand why they won't just get The Rock. The Rock would be perfect.
Get The Rock as a new Terminator.
So what? Good.
The Rock as a Terminator?
The man's body is built to be the Terminator.
Yo. You should have, if anything, you should have had him go against Arnold because it would have been believable. Like, oh yeah. No, they got your cousin from freaking wherever freaking came and like I thought he was intimidating for a little bit, but
which movie are you talking about?
Terminator 5, the one that just came out. Did you see that? That's the one that just came out this year or last year, in the movie theater. Then we go see it together.
With Emilia Clarke?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
No, not Emilia Clarke. The one after that, the new one. The one that came out was like, oh yeah, they started from T2. And this is the new one. But Sarah Connor, the lady that plays Sarah Connor came back and played what? You didn't see it? Really?
No.
Okay, well, you didn't miss anything.
Really?
Dark Fate. I mean, you know what? It had its moments in there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Terminator 2 is just.
You can't.
Man, that it was like a giant chase scene. It was like it was like a movie.
Arnold, dude. Freaking
in a chase scene.
The T-1000, the guy who played he made that movie. He didn't say. He said 2 words or 3 that whole movie, and he was so intimidating.
So good.
And then they put him in cameos in other movies, and it's just like he has that presence. It's just ridiculous.
You know what's crazy is like I had seen that movie so many times as a kid that I thought that was like one. You know, I thought it was like I saw one. I thought I saw both Terminator movies, and then like 5 years ago, I was like, let me see Terminator 1. And then I was like, wait, I'd never seen this movie. I never saw Terminator 1 until like 5 years ago. And I was like, this is horrendous.
Yep.
Compared to Terminator 2. It's so bad. The graphics, I mean, look, it was made in the 80s. You know, they didn't have but it was a James Cameron movie, so you would think.
Yeah, I mean, the Terminator itself looked good.
I mean, when you look at, what was the first Terminator to Terminator 2? It was like 5 years?
Yep.
If that. I mean, the jump in technology must have just been crazy because the Terminator 1.
Well, Terminator 2, that's the thing. Terminator 2 was just like, what? Where's the technology from? Because even now,
there's nothing wrong
incredible.
With that movie. Yeah.
I got it in 4K.
Movie holds up so good.
I got it in 4K. I think I've bought every kind of copy for this movie. This is the ultimate TX THX edition. I bought it. This. I bought it. Now Blu-ray, got it. And then it was like 4K. I was like, I'm getting it. Like, Terminator 2 I will always support that movie. I mean, I don't think they can push it past that. I don't think it's gonna change after 4K. I mean, that's like probably you never know.
It needs to stop.
Yeah.
Just make 4K. Just make 4K movies.
Have you seen an 8K TV yet? Have you been to Best Buy and went to see an 8K TV?
No.
$10,000, bro. Press the button. Go over there. Just press the button and get your sock blown off. Then realize I'm not buying this TV for another couple years. We'll all have 8K TVs eventually, but
of course.
Right now it's like remember 4K
I don't even
came out?
have a 4K. I don't even have a 4K.
You got 1080p, right?
Yeah.
But you got like you have the top of the line one though, like the last generation of top of the line 1080p's.
But that's what I'm saying. Like 1080. I mean, you can tell the difference if it's side by side 1080 to 4K, but do you really need to?
Unless you get a Samsung or LG. If you get a cheap ass 4K,
Samsung and LG.
Bro, this TV right now, the one I got right now, this monitor, Samsung Q series. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Samsung and LG. If you're not going to get one of the, I mean, Vizio's pretty good. There's
Vizio's pretty good. Vizio's coming out.
But Samsung and LG are the two.
Yeah, I had a Vizio and the link through the controller at it.
What a guy. Douchebag.
What a guy. Let's see. What we got?
Also, you know what? Now that I have surround sound, I want to give what movie I want to give another chance is Mad Max Fury Road.
Give it another chance. That movie's incredible. You're crazy.
I just thought it was like okay.
You're crazy in the head, man.
We'll see. I'll watch it because everybody was flipping his shit.
It's so good.
I watched it and I was just like, I don't get
it. You never watched it in the movie theater, right? You never was able to?
No, I watched it on my laptop.
Oh, man. That's why.
Yep.
You got to enjoy it.
That was like 5 years ago, too, now.
Well, did you... So, let's... You know what, man? What was I going to say? From Mad Max, let's do into this weird jump real quick. So, we're getting a new biopic with Dave Franco's playing Vanilla Ice. Any thoughts on that?
Why?
Why not? I guess, but I mean, Vanilla Ice had some crazy shit happen to him. I mean, he got hung up for top of the roof by what's his name? The guy from Death Row Records.
God.
Suge Knight. Suge Knight hung him from a roof.
Who didn't get hung off the top of a roof by Suge Knight?
Yes, he did. Vanilla Ice.
I said, who didn't?
Oh, that's true.
Motherfucker was hanging everybody off her.
Apparently, he was like into it, man, with like a lot of people. Like his story's crazy, drug abuse, all this crap. So obviously, he's gonna have that full. I mean, to be honest, let's be honest. They can make a biopic of any artist and make it cool because they all went through some shit. Like all of them went through some.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like give me a MTV or was it VH1 Behind the Music? I don't need a biopic for Vanilla Ice. Who cares? Who cares about Vanilla Ice that much?
You say that now, and then the movie's probably gonna get good ratings. You're gonna be like, oh, yeah, I
gotta go. I don't know. He had one song, and then the rest of his career is based on
in the
controversy.
Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah.
Iceman. Ninja. Rap. Ninja.
I'm not worried about him.
So since we have like only one thing to talk about for UFC, Hottasanya versus Costa. Go.
I'm look, I think Adesanya is a better fighter. I just worry about him fighting Romero and Costa back to back. Because those are just two guys made out of marble.
Brain damage. Did Costa fight Adesanya? No, Adesanya. Romero? They fought?
Yeah, Costa won.
That's right.
But then Costa got hurt, so that's why Romero got the shot.
That's right.
So
I think Costa's gonna win.
It's possible. I mean, look, with guys like Costa, Romero, they're always gonna have a shot just because they're just like fighting slabs of marble. But
slabs of marble.
But Adesanya, I would still give every edge to in terms of technically and strategically. I think he'll have a better game plan and all that. But We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, he has had a good enough time. I think a nice gap between Romero and Costa. And as far as fighting Romero goes, he probably had the easiest fight against Romero because Romero just wouldn't come after him. So
Yeah,
it wasn't like he wasn't getting
that was a weirdest
full
fight ever, man.
Bucking Bronco Romero, just throwing everything at him because Romero, that was just a weird fight.
Was that the last fight we saw before COVID? That was the
last main event, yeah.
Yeah.
Like big event.
Jesus Christ. So. Imagine UFC never came back. That would be the last card we've seen. Well, right right now, we'd be like, damn, that was the last card. That boring ass fight. I don't know who throws away their shot like that. That was just crazy. For me, I think Costa's going to win. I think he just has too much anger. That man is just ready to kill somebody, punch somebody's head off. And then Hottasanya talks a lot of shit, but that man, like you said, is built like a brick house. It's going to be freaking super blows, brain damage all day. I mean, unless he starts doing that same thing he did with Ramirez and Romero, and then just backing off. They both were doing it. Like I know he was playing it off like he didn't do anything, but he was doing the same thing. He was trying to get hit. So,
well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to get hit by Romero, but the thing is, Izzy's game is counter striking. Like that's what he does.
How you counter strike a brick wall though?
Romero would just not come forward, and that's his game. So Romero changed his game. And then it was just a bad matchup. So
yeah, it was really bad.
I mean, that was just freaking weird.
That was a weird matchup.
But we'll see. Hopefully, Costa.
So who do you have? Who do you have in that fight? Adesanya or Costa?
I'll take Adesanya. Yeah.
I'm gonna get Costa. So that's September 19th. Wow, really close. All right, let's get into some baseball talk real quick. So the Blue Jays.
Baseball.
The Blue Jays denied
starts
approval.
Tomorrow.
Really? Baseball starts tomorrow.
Yankees Nats tomorrow.
Yeah. I was watching the Yankee game. Yankees versus Yankees. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's Yankees, and the Yankees beat the Mets twice in the same weekend. And then
everybody's gonna beat the Mets this year.
Philly and tied Philly.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Whatever.
I didn't mean.
What's that?
I just couldn't help it.
Speaking of the Yankees, real quick, before we get into Blue Jays talk, who's that kid that I sent you today? Was that their prospect?
You sent me on Hangouts?
No. We were talking. I sent you on Messenger today. The Yankees prospect.
Oh yeah, Jason. What's his last name? Was it Rodriguez or something?
How many years is he out?
Dominguez.
When is he gonna be?
He's super young. I think they picked him up when he was 15, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Where's he from? Dominican Republic?
Dominican Republic.
Of course. Yeah. So he might be like 18. And they thought he was 15.
Yeah, and he's a savage. The guy is just, I mean, he looks like he's just, I don't know. He looks like Marshawn Lynch. Like the guy is just huge. He's just thick.
Yeah.
And
is he hitting everything out the park?
Yeah, he's just a monster. He can do everything.
Where is he now? AAA or AA?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's playing. I just know he's like there. He was a pretty big signing when they got him. I know there's a couple clubs going after him. And
you guys got any pitchers coming up?
Not that I can. I mean, we always we have a couple young guys, but they're not ready yet.
Not ready yet.
Nothing on the level of this kid. Looks like he's just gonna be
monster,
knocking it out of the park every time.
Well, what do you think about the Blue Jays getting denied by Canada to play?
Canada and Pittsburgh.
Really?
Like their alternate plan was to share the Pittsburgh Pirates park, and Pittsburgh, the Pennsylvania government denied that, and that just happened today. So, I mean, I don't know when I think they start the season in Tampa Bay, but their second game was supposed to be a home game, and I don't know where the hell they're going to play. I think it's going to have to be like Buffalo or something, but I'm not sure.
That's crazy. Like, well, I guess Toronto's really scared about bringing coronavirus over there. I guess their coronavirus numbers.
Canada doesn't. Yeah, Canada's just not fucking around right now. So
they don't have any cases really as much, right, as everybody else.
Yeah, they're way down. Yeah.
So I mean, they're doing the right thing. I mean, I don't blame them. Coronavirus is not a joke. A lot of people are like.
And I mean, the infection rate in America is through the roof right now. So
yeah, because people don't know how to freaking stay home.
They don't want all these players coming from America fucking shit up.
Yeah, like you know what it is, man. You know, look at the shore, look at everything. It's just people just are stupid. Like today, I go into Dunkin' Donuts to pick up something, right? And everybody else has a mask on. This guy is sitting there doing this. He's like, I don't have a mask on, but he's talking like this. I'm like, and I stay away from it. The lady just look at me. She's like, I'm sorry. I was like, what are you gonna do? You know? I was just like, you know, it's too early in the morning.
Douchebags, man.
We're idiots.
Like, come on.
Put a mask on, dude.
Like, we've been doing this for 3 months now.
Bro, I walk out. You know what this guy's driving? A brand new Mercedes. You can't buy a mask. Brand new Mercedes. You can't buy a mask. Like, it's just a respect thing, man. It's just weird. Yeah. But you know. And then you got that girl. You saw that video I sent you, and the girl was like, the kid's interviewing people, and she's like, he's like, what's wrong with your voice? Oh, I have coronavirus, so you might want to clean your mic. What? Who does that? So crazy. But Canada is not playing, obviously. How about, you know, some better news, I guess, aside from that Canada sadness. We have Mookie Bates finalized bets 13-year, $380 million extension. Jesus Christ, is he worth it? Wasn't he Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, they let him go. Red Sox fans were not happy about that.
Why did they let him go? I said we.
Watch that wee shit, Chaz. Watch that shit.
Undercover.
I don't know. They just didn't want to pay him, I guess. It was really weird. Boston fans did not understand it, but
he's good, right? He's really good, right?
He's really good, yeah. Yeah. He's one of the best outfielders in the game right now. Obviously, you see the contract he's looking at, but yeah, I mean, he's out of our division, so
Dodgers need to win the World Series, bro. They got to win the World Series. They have too many players they're paying. They're paying out the ass right now for everybody.
Not gonna happen.
That team is stacked, though. Don't tell me you're not scared of them.
They've been stacked.
They're about to be super stacked this year.
Every year they choke on it in the playoffs.
Your boy Pui got he's on what team is he on? The Braves?
He's on to the Braves, I think. Yeah.
Yep. He got paid. Pui. Everybody remember how everybody was on his on his meat? They were like, Pui, he's so good. He was good for a little bit, man.
He's still good. He's
not a Dodger anymore.
Has to settle down.
Yeah, you gotta chill. So Mets suck. That's all I gotta say. Update of the Mets. They suck. We suck. We suck again.
So who just got hurt? Somebody just got hurt. Stroman.
Yep.
You guys can't keep anybody healthy.
Yeah, we need to fire our training staff. Our training staff needs to go. Seriously, dude. Because for the last 10 years, just everybody gets hurt. Like if you're a Met, you're getting hurt. Like it's like
so bad, and it's like always like one small thing that turns into something it just snowballs.
It's crazy, and it's like the Yankees. You guys get hurt, but you replace them with somebody else, and then that person actually heals. Let that person heal.
Yeah, last year was like a freaking crazy. I mean, we kept getting hurt, and then the next guy just kept coming up and being a fucking beast.
And it's crazy. It's like you should have players ready.
A freakish thing.
The problem is with the Mets, they just like they like to sign garbage. They like it's a better deal this one. Let me just do this one.
Those cheap ass owners, but hopefully, I mean, it seems like that guy's trying to buy the team. Real Steve Cohen's coming after.
It also doesn't help that we're still paying for like freaking 4 players like back pay. So
yeah.
I mean, I think you guys just got off Alex Rodriguez.
You guys need an owner that's got some money bags.
Seriously, man, because
that can make some money.
It really is. It's hurting us, man.
Spend some money.
Did you see that?
The Steve Cohen guy. He'll if he gets the team, you guys might be good to go.
I think so. I think we need to get to that place of solitude. Like get to that mindset when we were just in the World Series. Like, come on, Jesus Christ! That was. I feel like that was a dream. Like I feel like I was so happy that season, and like everything was flashing. 5 years ago. So crazy, and it's flashing. I'm like, yeah,
5 years ago,
so hyped and talking mad shit to everybody. I get to finally talk shit. And then
the next year, year is like now we're the Mets.
Yeah, we're the Mets. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, So, anyway, let's get back to real team talks. Let's go with, since we have one football story, we have two actually. So the first one is the Minnesota
two American football stories.
Well, the Minnesota Vikings head owner wants to buy the Timberwolves with Kevin Garnett, I think, right? Together. They want to do ownership. So I think that's a good thing for them. Timberwolves really need new owners. Obviously, this is why Kevin Garnett left the team. He said that the owners suck over there. He talks shit every time about them. They suck. That team was dragging ass. And it's just, did you just watch the Sports Nation one? Did you watch that? The one on the Timberwolves? And it's just like the owner is just stupid, man. Just stupid decisions.
Well, they're just in it for the money.
That's it. It's crazy. Like they didn't want to pay people, and it's just you got a great team. That I will never forget that team with Sprewell, Cassell, and Kevin Garnett, Tim Hudson. Like that team was just a good team, and then they just disappeared. It just the next year was gone. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
You know what, sign people? And then you trade Sam Cassell. Like it was just weird. That was just a weird time. But obviously they still suck. We suck again. You know. I mean, the best move they made was to get the rat guy from the Lakers that the guy with the threes. Remember he was on Golden State. Golden State got rid of him too now. He's on Timberwolves now. What the hell is his name? He was the number one pick by my Lakers a couple years ago.
Was it the number one pick?
Yeah, he was on Golden State beginning of this year, and then they just traded him to Timberwolves. And his best friends was
D'Angelo Russell.
And he's Karl Anthony Towns and him are best friends. But like that was a good move, you know, because like pairing them up, good. That's good. That's a good core to have, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously the rest of the team they just look miserable. Every superstar they had, they just leave. So obviously there's bad ownership. The Minnesota Vikings guy seems like he's good, but seems like he makes kind of the same dumb decisions too. You know, I think you just let Stephon Diggs go for nothing.
Well, Stephon Diggs is a locker room problem.
Oh, really? I didn't know
constantly causing drama. So he kept. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they had to get rid of him.
Adam Thielen, number one pick for you in fantasy this year?
I'm not picking. I'm not playing fantasy this year.
No, this year, no. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I still think that Kirk Cousins deal is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
it's short of the defense, I guess, right? And then Dalvin Cook, they didn't pay him.
The NBA is also easier. I feel like to build your team because you just need a couple guys to build around.
Yeah,
which they have. So.
Well, speaking of building great NBA teams, the Denver Nuggets, man, seems like Bobo was like the steal of the draft, bro. Did you see? I mean, I don't think you saw it because I don't think you watched the game, but that man looked like he was on fire and on something else because.
What did he drop? He dropped to what, like 25 or something like that?
I think it's 25. I think it's 25, 16 rebounds and like something assist. It was just like he had an amazing game, and it's just and the NBA is drug testing him tomorrow, so it's
hilarious.
It's hilarious, but Shaq said it. Shaq said Bobo is when the draft was happening. He was like Bobo was a steal of the draft, and nobody wants to listen to him, and he dropped down to whatever, and I mean the guy's 7'2", and he plays like a point guard. The lineup is just crazy. That like Denver Nuggets, everybody got to be scared of Denver Nuggets because it seems like their whole 12-man roster is on point. They ran all big men in this exhibition game. What's it?
Oh yeah, I feel like the shortest person was like 6'8" or something.
Yeah,
6'7".
Dragic was not Dragic. What the hell's their best player called? What's his name? Jokic was running the point guard, and then Jakeem Grant was shooting guard, and then I believe Millsap was power forward, and I forgot who's the other two people they had in there, but they just had a bunch.
Bobo is 7'2".
Yep, 7'2". His wingspan is ridiculous too.
7'8" his wingspan.
Yep, it's crazy, bro. he's a game changer. They said they're gonna run him. They're gonna start him in the playoffs, which I understand. But did you see the court, by the way? Did you see pictures of the court?
Yeah.
What?
It looks like a 2K court.
Yo,
It looks like 2K, the 2K Rec Center or Rec League or whatever the hell it's called.
Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly, so we can see this really quick. All right. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Like Ben just sent me the pictures. Like this whole thing lit up is ridiculous. I wish we could find the picture, but then you got the seats. Obviously, everybody's social distancing, and then look at it. This screen goes all the way around, and it looks
had some serious 2K vibes.
Oh yeah, dude. And you know what? Honestly, if I was the NBA, they had that problem, people running in court. I would do this now, man. Just have this screen here and have people stacked up in the back, bro, and just watch the game over the screen. They're looking down at it. I mean, that you can do social distancing that way. You can start like games back that way. Yeah. Social distance up here, looking down. I mean, remember when I brought you to Madison Square Garden, and you thinking how high up we weren't going to see the game perfectly, but it looked like 2K. Like it was just clear as day. We're looking right down. It was just a perfect seating. But man, social distancing they're doing a good job. The NBA bubble is crazy. And have you been watching JaVale McGee's YouTube channel?
No.
Dude, after this, go on, watch the first 4 episodes, and it shows you the NBA bubble, and it's crazy. They go anywhere in Disney or in their bubble to eat for free. They get haircuts for free.
Yeah, they go like fishing and shit.
Fishing, they can do a bunch of stuff, and they keep you in this bubble. But then they're gonna get to see exclusive Disney movies for anybody else, Marvel movies. It's gonna be for them. It's great, And nobody's tested positive. They've been checking people every day.
Yeah, they've been good.
I don't know how the NFL is going to do it because, the NFL players seem like they know something we don't know because they keep putting out. I'm going to cry if this year doesn't happen. I mean, they just took away the preseason. That was another thing I was going to bring up. Preseason's gone.
Yeah, well, the players wanted the preseason gone.
Well, I think it's just gone because of this year.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. They wanted it gone this year because they're supposed to ramp up to a certain point, and they would have been playing preseason games before they finished that ramp up. I forget what it was, but so that's why they didn't want to do the ramp ups because they didn't want to do the preseason games because
how are they gonna keep 80 guys on each team? Like,
dude,
I don't know how they're gonna do this. Are they gonna how are you gonna wear masks on the field? These guys gotta be able to breathe, unless they find out some crazy new mask.
Yeah, I don't.
Two-hand touch,
I guess
maybe.
If they're still going with that one from that they showed the other day, which make no sense because it had holes in it. But I don't know, man. It's weird.
So you're gonna have to coronavirus test everybody?
They're gonna do daily testing. They said so.
That's crazy, man. I mean, 80 guys and football players, like NBA players. There's 15 guys. You can manage that, and then this is such a small group.
Yeah.
But 80 dudes trying to. That's testosterone telling them. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't go here. You can't go there. We're going to a city, so you can't go out. It's like, what? Like what? What? I don't get it,
man. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
football's going to be interesting.
Football's going to be very interesting. Do you hear me better this way or this way? By the way, that way or this way?
That way.
That way. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it really is. I don't know, man. This COVID thing is just crazy. And just look at the cases and everything's just blowing up. I mean, aren't these guys scared? I mean, the NFL, there's no NFL bubble. I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's a big enough facility for that. Yeah.
You need the whole state of Texas.
The whole state of Texas is true. You're probably going to need, if they did a bubble, do you think they would have to do like 3 sections, like 3 different places? Or maybe 4, like maybe the East Coast, Mid, and then West Coast?
Something like that. It would be tough.
Super tough.
It would be tough.
Damn, man.
I don't know.
This year's a wash. And then they got EDCs trying to happen still in October. They moved it from May to October.
Stop it.
And they're trying. They're like, oh, we're still talking with people and we're trying to get October, whatever. And I'm just looking like, what are you doing?
You can't be doing any music festivals, though.
No.
Music festivals are a pit of disgustingness.
Bro, I get sick every time.
Those people. Yeah.
I'm sick every time I come back.
put all those people in one spot together when you're already coming back with all kinds of diseases.
Oh, bro. And then you're flying in. You have all these people flying in from different places around. God. Get out of here, man. I mean, like, me and Lewis and Tristan were talking about it, how, like, we get sick every time. Like, every time we leave, we go to Vegas, we're good. We leave Vegas. The next 3 days after is just trash. And then we get sick. We always get sick. We catch something. If it's a stomach virus or, cold, it's always something. Even like to go to the ones in New York, sometimes I go to the clubs in New York, or we go, like, we're just sick the next day. It's just so much germs in the air. I mean, you could be outside and catch something. You're rubbing sweat and next to each other all day.
Walking through crowds and
And technically, we have masks on anyway. Some of these places, we wear masks,
True.
And it's just like we still get sick. So I don't know. It's just freaking cesspool, man. Hibba-jibbas. So what do you think about the last thing we could talk about real quick is, what do you think about Marvel canceling, pretty much delaying all their shows?
Did they?
Yeah, they've been saying that this is going to push back. This is going to get pushed back. Do you think it's going to be a thing in Hollywood? Do you think everything's just going to completely?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to have to. It's going to be such a jam. The Hollywood scheduling is such a
hectic schedule,
precise thing. It's like you push one thing back an hour and it sets all these other things back. So I can't even imagine setting all this shit back 4 months, 5 months, whenever the hell they're going to start shooting again.
Well, did you see the Tenet? The Tenet got pushed again.
Tenet got pushed again.
Mm-hmm. It's indefinitely, actually.
Tenet, I mean, I don't know what is taking so. I mean, you were in post production, so.
Well, they're saying he delayed it because of COVID.
Oh, they don't want to release it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to release it. He wants everybody to experience a movie theater.
I mean, that's true. And then
Christopher Nolan is.
It's I'm sure it was a pretty penny for that movie. So.
Well, you can't tell Christopher Nolan anything too, because he'll be like, "Listen, my movie ain't coming out." Okay. I want everybody. I don't want this thing bootlegged. Like, they were like, "How about we just release it on?" No, everybody needs to see the movie theater and surround sound, and Dolby, and Dolby. Oh, Dolby. I really hope AMC doesn't go away, dude, because I can't live without my Dolby.
I'll be so upset.
I will legit go and buy a Dolby Atmos sound system for my house.
God.
I
can't even think.
Legit, let me tell you guys, me and Ben legit have freaking memberships to AMC. I think you heard this before. And it's the best membership ever.
It really is. It's the best money I spend.
Yeah, for real. It's like, $20 a month, and you get to see as many movies you want 3 times a week.
Fantastic
Times. I don't know how they made money though. Of that, is it?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, let me not blow up our spots.
let's not raise
awareness to AMC's.
Yeah.
AMC East Brunswick is fixing their stuff up. The seats are getting fixed. They have guys coming in and out. The sign got fixed. Finally, They changed the sign. Yeah, man. I guess people are bored. They're just like, let's fix the movie theater.
I mean, shit. If you're gonna be closed, it's the best time to do renovations and shit like that.
They freaking those seats, man.
Man, I can't wait to be able to go back to the movies.
Oh, me too. Man.
I'm gonna buy the giant bucket of popcorn.
I get you dude. Social distancing in a movie shouldn't be hard. It's not hard.
It really shouldn't be.
No. I mean, take out a couple seats. That's it.
We'll see.
You have, drive-ins are open now, man.
Yeah, they need to open up some fucking drive-ins.
They did. They have a bunch around.
I know, but
I just had one. There's one.
But they're like pop-up drive-ins. I'm saying.
Vine.
Permanent ones.
There's a permanent one by your house, your old house, in Hamilton.
Yeah, down south in Vineland.
Vineland. Yeah. They've been running a lot of
one up in Warwick, I think, too.
And then did you hear about the floating one? You can go in the water and just float there and watch Jaws and shit.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. It's cool.
I'll do that.
Yes. I mean, this is a great time for drive-in theaters to make a comeback. I still don't understand why drive-in theaters aren't a thing.
Like, I actually talked to Sean. I was like, yo, Sean. I was like, yo, dude. I was like, I know you're into, like, stuff. Like, we should see if we get some money together. Like, it's a good investment right now. Just fucking get a lot and just put a movie theater up. Like, the lot right here in Perth Amboy, dude. That shit is abandoned.
Yo, that thing is made for a drive-in theater.
Knock it down and make it a drive-thru.
It's crazy. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
I mean, I just don't get why they died off. I mean, what is better than just driving up, you tune your radio to whatever thing, or you get the speakers, or
yeah.
I mean, with the way cars are now, you can just. I'm
Bluetooth.
sure there's 1,000 ways to do it.
Oh yeah, because of the Bluetooth connection, you could do
like
Bluetooth.
That.
Yeah.
And
Connect
the
to Bluetooth,
sound systems in cars now. I mean,
dude, I legit sometimes watch stuff in the car because I don't feel like watching.
Put that shit on blast in the car. Man, it'd be better than the fucking not better, but almost.
It's like a mini movie theater.
Yeah,
fucking.
Especially if you got some like a subwoofer in the fucking trunk.
Yeah. Okay. People next door to you be like, "What the hell are they listening to today?"
I can't hear that movie.
Watching a movie.
Man, I don't know. I would love to go to drive-in theaters. I just wish, the two closest ones are there's one all the way in North Jersey and all the way down south. So
we should definitely plan a trip down there, man. We should definitely plan a trip just to go and just watch a movie drive-in. And it's, I used to go to drive-in in Rome, upstate New York. At my cousin's house. Every time I went to visit, we went to the drive-in, and that was it's always awesome. It was good times, man. It's just something different,
Yeah.
Chill in your car, nobody's bothering you. You gotta go get your hamburger, get your hot dog.
Go get your concessions.
$10. All you need is $10.
Oh,
$5 for the door, $5 for the drinks and the food, and fucking straight, man. And good times. God, I wish.
Underrated.
But I'm surprised nobody has the pop-up ones have been coming out a lot around here.
Yeah.
But that's kind of weird. Anyway. All right, Ben. Well, I think that was the end of our stupid podcast. Do you have anything else to say? Anything we didn't bring up?
I do have something else to say.
Ooh.
I want to talk about my man, Christian Pulisic.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Soccer talk.
Soccer player of all time.
Is he the cover of...
Listen. No, he's not the cover, but he will be next year. I guarantee it. One, this is my theory. He's on fire right now. Just playing out of his mind. And
empty stadium?
Yeah. His number is 22.
Yep.
FIFA 22 comes out next year.
Of course. Yep. Perfect.
Line it up.
Yay.
But listen, this man, Christian, and he's the best American in the world. Where do you sell most of your games? America. You're welcome. Yeah.
You're welcome.
But for real, he's playing he came into the game. We lost the game today because they did not start this man. He comes into the game in the 60th minute around, something like that. 2 minutes later, an assist. Scores a goal. We were down 4-1 at that point, brings us to 4-2. And 10 minutes after that, he scores a fucking goal. Oh, that only the best players in the world. Just hit his chest, dropped it down, and then just fucking turned and ripped it into the net. Brought us in 4-3, and then the team it was too little, too late, and Liverpool was too good.
Why did they bench him?
Frank Lampard. I love that. I love him.
Yes,
but he just does that sometimes. We won our last game in this formation, which was a 3-4-3.
Yeah, and
Christian needed to rest because he's been playing every minute of every game since the restart happened in the Premier League. And so it was fine. It was okay, we get it. It's the FA Cup. It's not the most important thing. Let him rest for that game because we have Liverpool coming up, and you need him against Liverpool because Liverpool's the best team in the league, and we need to beat them to get into the Champions League for next year. Frank. Then he decides he wants to run out the same formation against Liverpool. And sits Pulisic again, which everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And everybody was right because we looked like shit. And then you bring Pulisic in the 59th minute, I believe it was, and within 10 minutes he's got effects on 2 goals. I mean, stop messing with this man.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Leave him. You put him in the game.
Best player.
Let him do his fucking thing.
You bench your best player. That's kind of weird.
Stop benching him.
You got bench Michael Jordan.
I'm tired of it, Frank. I'm tired of it.
Has LeBron ever been benched? No. Okay. So I don't understand why they bench him.
No.
Manchester United still the best stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you there. Yeah.
What is wrong with him?
You were like, yeah, I'm gonna use that clip. Manchester United is the best. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Ben. Manchester.
No, Manchester United is not the best.
Manchester.
But anyway, I just want to get that out because Frank Lampard keeps disrespecting this man by acting like, he's not the best player on our team, and he is the best player on our team, and you just have to get used to that. Your best team, the best player on your team is going to be an American, and you got to get over that. I'm sorry.
Jesus, Ben. I love how Ben gets so invested in sports. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, I'm the same way with my freaking Bears. So, I can't believe we paid Robert Quinn. By the way, where are you going? I guess I'll just be talking to myself. Hi guys, this is Chaz here. All alone. Oh, the child. Oh, hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Oh, shit, my ass. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta hold it. I can't see. It's like all the different stuff he was wearing.
The child. It was nice, between this and a shirt, and I was like, you know what? This is gonna last longer. I'm gonna get this. You got all the stuff. I went to the store to get because it's like all the merchandise just dropped at one point. I guess they're ramping up for the release for the season. So I was like, oh, I gotta go get something because you were like, I got the child thing. I was like, fuck, I never pre-ordered it. So I was like, I need something to make me happy.
And 5 months for this mofo.
All the shirts were just smalls and mediums. So I was like, I'm not wearing that. It's just the size. And then, and I was like, oh, look at this mug.
Shots fired.
Look at this great mug. And I'll always have this mug. And it's big too, dude. It's huge. Yeah, great mug.
One of my favorite mugs is a Star Wars mug too.
Yeah, I got this one. I got a Goku mug too. That he powers up. It's hot. It's pretty nice. Anyway, are you waiting for? Are you ready for the season? Are you excited? At least we're getting that, right?
I'm so excited for baseball tomorrow, and then NBA is next week.
Yep, NBA is next week, 30th. July 30th is the end of the season. When do the playoffs start? Do you know?
I'm guessing end of August.
Okay, so we have that. We got that
mid-August, end of August.
So July 30th. August is kind of going to be a wash month, and then we have all these games coming out September.
Why is August going to be a wash?
No, I'm talking about as in movie releases and stuff like that. Shows. No, I'm talking about that. My sports, anything.
Yeah.
We got August, and then September is just going to be.
At least we're getting
the Avengers game, Cyberpunk, Mandalorian.
I need a new video game so bad. I am so dry on video games right now.
Really?
I've just been playing FIFA.
What have I been playing? Well, you don't have PS4, so I got on. Yeah, I got an old game. Yeah, there's really no games. I was going to
get that if you were playing on Xbox, but then I realized you were playing on PS4.
Yeah, PS4. Why don't you just steal it back from your sister just for a little bit?
No.
We're on it. We play it all the time, bro. It's so fun.
I know.
Watch those videos. They're fun. They're good videos. All right. Well, that is the end of our podcast today, Mr. Ben. I will see you later.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Peace, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. If you got to the end of the video, like, share, subscribe.